The cycle continues with the people of Israel found in the book of Judges. A cycle of worshiping God followed by a period of drifting away towards other gods and sin. And after this action, God would allow their enemies to conquer over them for a period of time, where the Israelites would cry out to God for mercy and liberation. God would then raise up a man or woman to lead the people towards liberation over their oppressors. And after being free, the children of Israel would worship God like before, where peace would be established 8 to 80 years. Then the cycle would continue and start over again. Now, I don't know if this same cycle is what is happening between Israel, Gaza, and Hamas, but I do know that this same cycle is one that we can recognize in our own individual life. Judges chapter 3, right after the first judge has died, the Israelites in verse number 12 once again did what was wrong in the eyes of the Lord. And because of this, God rose Eglon, king of the Moab, to oppress the Israelites for 18 years. God heard the cry and rose the judge of Ehud, who happened to be left-handed, to take down this king. And in this story, something drew my attention, and it is found in verse number 13. It says this: in alliance with the Ammonites and the Amalekites, he went and defeated Israel, and they took possession of the city of Palms. The city of Palms was taken, and you might be wondering, why is that important? I'm so glad that you asked that. You see, Jericho is the place that is called the city of Palms. Jericho, to all my Bible scholars, was the place where Joshua and the children of Israel yelled a loud shout, and the walls of Jericho, this great fortress, came down. You see, in biblical times, when a place of palm trees was established, it meant that the city was very successful and victorious. It gave the impression that nothing can stand against us. So when our enemy is going to take over the city, one of the first places to conquer is a monument, the city of Palms, that gives an individual or group the impression of success. That is the reason we have monuments in every city, to remind the people of the city that an individual or group of people was successful. It also encouraged others that they could do the same thing. And I believe that monuments can give the wrong impression based off what is their source. Just imagine if we were in the city of Palm, with all the palm trees standing tall, full of life, giving shade on a hot sunny day, feeling the success of what we have conquered and the ability to keep moving forward. There is not anything or anyone that can stop us. We did it. Every time we see this monument, we have in our heart that we are good, and it was based off of our own hands. We are here because of our own hands. Our monument, big houses, expensive clothing, top of the line cars, and our children's success can all be our monuments. A sense of success given pretense of, I did it with my own hands. I don't need anyone else. This mindset creates a monument from a wrong source. You see, Joshua and the children of Israel had just crossed over the Jordan. God wanted the children of Israel to take 12 stones that were used in the crossing to the place as a monument for the children of Israel. It says in this verse that when your children ask their parents in time to come, what these stones mean, then you shall say, let your children know Israel crossed over the Jordan here on dry ground. For the Lord your God dried up the waters of the Jordan for you until you crossed over, as the Lord your God did to the Red Sea, which he dried up for us until we crossed over, so that all the peoples of the earth may know that the hand of the Lord is mighty, and so that you may fear the Lord your God forever. You see, the source of this monument was God. And I believe the monuments that we establish in our lives that are not a reminder of what God has done or is still doing will drift us away with the mindset of self-gratification, self-motivation, and self-success. This will lead to self-destruction. God is the source of our success and triumph. Never believe it was because of you. Don't allow those credentials on the wall fool you into thinking you made it all possible. A better job, nice car, a nice place was made possible just because you were determined. That is what the Israelites believed in the book of Judges. But when people see or ask where your success came from, it was all because of God. Until next time, we'll be looking at the next judge next week. See you then.